Today we will be going over how to use the automatic generator start feature on the Precision Circuits touchscreen. We will start with the AGS settings, then the quiet time settings, and finally we will cover the remaining features located in the AGS submenus. To get to the AGS controls, tap the generator logo in the bottom left corner. Then tap Auto Gen Start. In the AGS menu, you will see four submenus: Mode, Status, Setup, and Test. In the Mode tab, you'll see four options: AGS Off, AGS Enable, AGS Enable with Quiet Time, and Manual Operation. If we try to enable AGS or enable AGS with Quiet Time, we can see three warning messages. First, RVIA lockout. Second, Setup Enable conditions. And third, Setup evening and morning quiet time. To clear the RVIA lockout, tap AGS Off. The RVIA lockout will appear when the parking brake status changes, the ignition status changes, or 30 days pass without the parking brake and the ignition status is changing. Tap the Setup tab to begin defining the necessary parameters. Depending on your manufacturer, we will see 4 to 5 options. We will set the parameters to start the generator first. The first parameter is DC start voltage. This setting is available on all AGS-equipped Precision Circuits touchscreens. When the RV's coach battery drops below the voltage set, AGS will attempt to start the generator. Once the generator is started, it will continue to run until runtime is reached. Once the runtime is reached, the generator will turn off, wait 2 minutes, then check the battery voltage. After checking the battery voltage, AGS will decide whether to remain off or start the generator again. We will set our voltage to 11.5. By tapping Set Voltage, we will set the DC start voltage and will automatically be moved to the QT pre-charge screen. We will come back to this screen later in the video after we set the main AGS enable parameters. The second parameter is HVAC Demand. This feature is only available on RVs with HVAC controls on the Precision Circuits touchscreen or RVs with an HVAC demand input. This setting, when enabled, will trigger the AGS to start the generator whenever the heat pump, furnace, aquahot, or air conditioning is used. After the runtime is reached, the system will check to see if you are still using any of the previously mentioned functions. By tapping Enable or Disable, the touch will automatically set your choice and return to the setup screen. Next, we will set how long we want the generator to run. Tap Max Runtime in hours. This is the maximum amount of runtime you want the generator to run before requiring you to manually activate AGS again. Be sure to set your maximum runtime closer to your generator's available max runtime. We are going to set ours to 12 hours. Once you have your ideal value set, tap on Set Max Runtime to confirm. Next, we will set the runtime. Runtime is the minimum amount of time we want the generator to run. We are going to set ours to 2 hours. Once set, tap Set Runtime in hours. We have finished setting up the minimum and maximum runtime of the generator. We can now return to the Mode submenu to enable AGS. Once we tap the AGS Enable, we will no longer receive the warning for the Setup Enable conditions message. You will now see Enabled On in the parameters you have set. Our setup, we chose both DC start voltage and HVAC demand. If you choose to only use one of the starting parameters, you will either see Enabled on battery voltage or Enabled on HVAC demand. To run AGS with Quiet Time, we need to set up Quiet Time start and end times. Return to the Setup submenu, then tap Quiet Time Setup. The Quiet Time setting prevents AGS from turning on the generator inside the set Quiet Time hours. These hours will be set by the location you are staying at and may vary place to place. Let's start by setting the Evening Quiet Start Time. Tap the Evening Quiet Start Time button. Use the up and down arrows to adjust the time. Available formatting is in 12 and 24 hours. We're going to leave ours set to 12 hours. Once you have the time set, tap Set Evening Quiet Start Time. Next, we'll set the Morning Quiet Stop Time. Tap Morning Quiet Stop. Again, use the arrows to set the time. When finished, tap Set Morning Quiet Stop Time. The times will be displayed on the bottom of your screen. If these times match your location's quiet time, tap Accept Quiet Time to confirm them. You'll be brought back to the setup screen automatically. This is all that is needed to run AGS with Quiet Time enabled. There is one more Quiet Time setting available that we skipped during the AGS Enable setup. QT Pre-Charge is an optional setting used with Quiet Time to prevent the batteries from discharging below recommended voltages. To get to the QT Pre-Charge screen, tap on DC Start Voltage. Then, tap on the Set Voltage button. The QT precharge is the amount of time before quiet time that the system will check to see if the voltage of the batteries is approaching the DC start voltage. Using the arrows, we will set ours to 30 minutes. Ensure that you set the precharge time less than the runtime. At 10:30 p.m., the system will check if our coach voltage is below 11.9 volts, 0.4 volts higher than our DC start voltage, which we set to 11.5. Tap Set Quiet Time Precharge Minutes to set the value and return to the setup screen. If we return to the mode screen, we can see that when we enable AGS with quiet time, we no longer get a warning message. Now that we have covered all of the AGS start conditions, let's go over the remaining menus and functions. We will start with the Manual Operation menu, located on the Mode submenu. There are 4 buttons in this menu: Start, Stop, Auto Start, and Auto Stop. Start and Stop will require you to press and hold the buttons until the generator starts. The Auto Start and Auto Stop buttons require a single tap and will attempt to start the generators in an automated sequence. The Auto Start will prime the generator automatically. On the bottom of the screen is the hour meter reading. The hour meter reading is based on the hours tracked on the DigiLevel or OnePlace monitor. Next, the Status submenu. This screen is mostly for diagnostics purposes, but does contain some useful information to the user. Tap the arrows on the sides of the pages to navigate to and from pages 1 and 2. The final submenu to cover is Test. On this screen, we can see the status of the generator, a warning message, and the Test Start button. Tapping AGS Test Start will cause the generator to auto start, run for 60 seconds, and then auto stop. This concludes all of the features available under the AGS menus on the Precision Circuits touchscreen.